Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into the North Main Minute. I'm Joshua Dobie. A question with which we're often dealing here, especially when we're looking at portfolio management on behalf of clients, is what do you see as themes right now, or what are the kinds of things, I understand the spirit of the question, which are working? Putting that in quotes. And they're specifically asking what things are growing, what things are appreciating in value. Well, one of the things that we're seeing so far in 2022, and it's early yet, so I don't want to get too carried away. I don't want to look at just a small collection of data points and say that things are going to be strategically different. But one of the things that we're seeing is that there is what we sometimes call a rotation in the market, meaning that those things which have been working, let's say, in the immediate past, aren't necessarily those things which are working right now. Now, newsflash, in case you didn't already know, this happens all the time in the stock market, meaning that there are certain pockets of things which are doing well all the time. That goes on for a certain period of time, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer, and then eventually that shifts. And so it's a very, very common thing. And for whatever reason, I think this is relatively strange because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Sometimes it pivots based on the calendar, meaning that a certain theme goes up until the end of December, and then interestingly enough in January, things just all of a sudden shift. Don't really know why that's the case, except in 27 years of doing this, I've seen it happen more than once, certainly, as far as calendar change is concerned. The real reason behind me bringing this up from a theme standpoint, when you're looking at market rotation, in this particular instance, a little less growth, a little more value in terms of what the market is favoring right now. I don't do this in order to give it to you for a time the market sort of space, but rather to understand that A, markets are always changing, and B, it's important to recognize that in your portfolio and not get unnaturally tilted to whatever is hot in the moment. Very, very often we're sitting with clients, especially new clients, who are coming to us and they have significant tilts in their portfolio to whatever is the flavor of the moment. I understand why. Those are the things that are working. That's where you're seeing big gains, and so you want to emphasize more in that direction. That may be appropriate for you, or it may not be. If you're just shifting there because that's what has worked most recently, I would offer to you that's not investing, that's guessing. Because you're looking in the rearview mirror about what has worked for you and then anticipating that that's going to be the way that it's going to be going forward. Internally, we call that a straight line thought process. Here's where we are, this is where we anticipate we're going because that's where it's been most recently. So we definitely discourage that. We definitely encourage being more diversified. That means, maybe a little bit counterintuitive, there are always things going to be inside of your portfolio which aren't working. Let me say that again. There are always going to be things inside of your portfolio which aren't working. That's actually the sign of a relatively healthy possibility for diversification inside of your portfolio. You don't want everything working all at the same time. Yes, you do when things go up. I get it. You don't want that when things go down, and everything goes down in similar ways. Portfolio construction when it comes to investing themes is very, very important because you don't want to just chase. You want to make sure that you can weather through all types of markets. If you'd like to reach out to us, maybe to talk about what's happening in the market right now thematically, and to review your portfolio, to see where things are, to make sure you're not unnaturally taking a bet in one direction or another. You may not even be aware of it. It's a very common kind of thing. We'd love to hear from you. NorthMainFinancial.com.